morning, this is Ashley and I'm going to show you a little bit about needle sculpting today. What you need is you're going to need a tapestry needle, scissors, your yarn, and whatever you're needle sculpting on. So your doll. So what you're going to do is I'm going to start with the face, showing you a little bit about that. We're going to take these increases here. This is 1, 2 increases, and then it decreases here again. So I'm going to show you how to kind of shape this into more of a nose shape. So you're going to take a good bit of yarn, thread it through your tapestry needle, you're going to go in from the back of the head and you're going to come up, see if you can kind of see, there's an increase here, is this one and this one, and then there and there. You're going to come in right on the outside of this stitch. So back of the head, come up right here on the side of the stitch. You're going to pull your tail through. What you're going to do is you're going to kind of work back and forth on either side of these increases. So I'm going to go up a stitch and make sure you kind of hook under some of the stuffing here. You're going to come up the bottom portion, the very bottom stitch of the increase on the other side. You're just going to kind of tug very gently. See how it kind of bunched up right there? Alright, so I'm going to go up one stitch. I'm going to come out on the other side of that increase. Give it a very light tug. You don't want to tug too hard because then you're going to end up making it bunch a little bit too much. You just want to do it real gently. So I'm going to go up another stitch, and this is where it starts to decrease. I don't know if you can see, but this is the stitch and on top of the other stitch. So this was a knit 2 together. You're going to go right here and go on the other side where you can see the other knit 2 together. There's your top stitch. There's a stitch underneath. Make sure to hook some stuffing. Pull up right on the other side of that stitch. Give it a very gentle tug. Now I'm going to go down a stitch and come back exactly where I just started that last one. So on the other side of that knit 2 together stitch. My noses always turn out a little bit different each time I do it. I'm going to do, I usually go up 2 more stitches, which are just your normal stitches, to kind of give the bridge of the nose. It's completely optional. I like to give the bridge of the nose just a little bit of shape too. See how that's making a really nice nose here? Alright, now the last one I'm going to go... Last thing you do is I'm going to go down to, okay, so you got the increase, so you have 1, 2 increase, 1, 2 increase. You're going to go to the middle portion of those, and you're going to go right in the middle, right below in the middle of that stitch. So it increased here, so I'm going to go right here. You don't tug on this one, so you just go until the yarn is down in there and you don't pull. Keep it just like that. Now I'm going to hook this stitch and go up to where that, sorry, I'm going to go up to where it decreases the knit 2 together. Sorry, knit 2 together right there. And you're going to pull very gently to kind of make the nostril. Hook this stitch, do the same on the other side. Go down right below. Keep knocking my camera over. Alright, don't pull, just go till it's flush. Do again, go up to that decrease again. And tug very gently to make the nostril. Now you've got a very well-defined nose. See that? Very nice nose here. So by hooking this, like I was saying earlier, especially this part, it's not as, it doesn't mean as much at the bridge of the nose, but especially at this lumpy part right here, very tip of the nose, you want to make sure to hook underneath the stuffing when you come up. Because then that'll put a little bit of stuffing there and it'll give you a more defined nose. Whereas if you're just going under stitches, you're not going to be doing that much. So that's the nose part. Now, I sometimes do and sometimes don't do the eyeball, to make the eye socket to where your eye will sink down into it. That's really up to you. If you're just embroidering it on there, you may or may not want to. If you're going to glue the eyes on, you might want to make more of a socket for it to sit on. Keep in mind, I have a bone in the back of her neck that goes down into her body and up into half of her head. So I'm kind of working around that bone. So I'll work on this side of it. It's what it is a toilet paper roll inside to kind of keep the neck really stiff, because when you put the hair on it, it gets really heavy. So you can see where I'm hitting the bone right there. It won't go all the way through. So anyways, we're gonna thread this back through to the back of the head. You're gonna want to get close to that. So we're gonna work on this side of the head right now. Make sure to hook your stitch to where it catches. Sorry, go right inside the nose right here. And it's a lot easier if you have your eye already made. Not on there, but already made, so you can kind of size up how big your eye is going to be. Usually mine are about, I'd say about that wide. So you hook a stitch right there. Draw it back through the back of the head. And then just do, like we did with the nose, do a very gentle tug, which makes an indentation. Now you hook your stitch again in the back. You come up on the other side about, you want to try to keep the same row. Hook down one stitch, go through the back of the head again. And do a very gentle pull. So this kind of gives your gives it kind of an eye socket. Gives you a little place. You can kind of see the curvature where it makes the forehead indents and then makes the outline for the cheek. So that's kind of the purpose of doing the eye socket. You're going to then go and do the same exact thing on the other side. Make sure to go around the boning. So let's see, went over 1, 2, 3, 6. So here I'm counting just to see how many rows over I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to come out right there, 6 stitches over. I'm going to go on the back of the head closer to this side so I can get that second socket. And all of this is going to be covered up by hair later, so you don't have to worry about any indentions you have in the back. So, gently tug again, giving you that little indentation. You don't want it too big. Do the same thing over here. All right. And now I've got 2 eye sockets. So that is the needle felting on the face.